Hello, is Boeing stock a buy? Well, I bet it is at this price level that I'll show you right here. We've got the anchored VWAP and anchored volume profile since the start of the decade, so 2020, and we are looking at monthly candles. Currently in pre-market, Boeing is down 7.5%. Technical analysts say who cares why, but let's see where buyers will probably come in, or at least where it can be there can be a trade. I'll go straight to the patient, long-term investors. Some of you actually may be already in the stock, possibly wanting to sell on this news. We've got this magnifier here so you can see it in bigger. And then later buy more at more attractive prices if and when they get there. We see this line over here, which is the second standard deviation of the VWAP anchored from that beginning of the decade. We can see it's been pierced and rejected. This blue line is the value area high of that period since the beginning of this decade, and it is actually at 238.29. Day traders today, on the 8th of January 2024, may want to look at that level, $238.29, for an area of a possible short-term trade, going long there or just under it, and getting out quite quickly, because then it can later, maybe in a couple of weeks, can go to the upper band, first upper band of the VWAP at 227.02. And this red line over here is an important price level. It is the POC, the point of control of that value area, and it's at 212.84. If I were looking for a swing trade, I would definitely look at the 212, 213 area for a possible long. But again, I wouldn't be holding for a long time. It can go from the 212, 213 back to the area of the upper standard VWAP, which is at 238.02. But I'm here for the longer term. Those are seeking if Boeing stock is a buy. The ones that know this, Warren Buffett may have heard of Warren Buffett's wise quote: the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. If you're patient, and who knows, it might take 5 months, five of these monthly bars to get there. There you have an interesting VWAP line, 189.89. And again, I would be looking to buy, for example, a third of my long position, betting on a reversal at about 190.69, and then another one at 189.90, and also possibly looking for another one at about 186, 187. So buying a third on each of those price points, averaging an entry. Just for the sake of orientation, I put this long position drawing here, and you see a very attractive 7-to-1, where we would be aiming for almost a 25% increase for the price to get back to the value area high. And again, it may take a few months, but you don't make 25% and risking 3.55, a seventh of that, for nothing. This stop at 183.6 is the final stop. We always have to have a stop loss if our trade does not go, if our long attempt does not succeed. And who knows, later, Boeing, also mainly depending on the market, can even get to the 152 area. That is the value area low, where I could possibly be selling my car and going all in on a long there, again with a stop loss, of course, but that would be an amazing buy, but that is very distant, and we are going more on the area of the 190-ish long, which is also requires patience, as mentioned. Okay, so Do trade Boeing at your own risk. The 7 to 1 is simply you risk the area of that red line, the 3.55, to gain 24.86%. Of course, you can take partial profits to mitigate that risk and take some chips home, specifically just under this red line, which is again the POC at 212.84. If I'm going on a long here, my stop hasn't hit, my long is profitable, I'm happy, I'll be taking partial profit just below that, for example, at 211. Okay, and that is still would be a very nice a profit of almost 11%. And again, we would be also hanging on to take squeeze some more lemonade from that lemon. So taking partial and full profit at that POC. Hope all that is clear. These are key levels that are anchored from the beginning of the decade, and they are very useful, in my humble opinion, for the patient, long-term swing trader. So is Boeing stock a buy? I bet it is at those price levels, specifically the 190-ish, if it gets there. It doesn't mean that it will get there necessarily, but if it gets there, it's a wonderful buy, in my opinion. Do follow Forex Live for additional views and angles, and have a good trading day and invest at your own risk. Thank you.